Family's dog euthanized by Humane Society in a devastating mistake. Montgomery, Alabama. Vinny was gone when Kim Wright got off work Monday afternoon. A pink notice, taped to her door, which had been running loose in her neighborhood Monday morning, but when she called the shelter employees couldn't find him in his kennel. Could he climb? The shelter asked. It was possible, but Vinny never made a break for it. Hours after he was picked up in his neighborhood, a shelter employee, mistaking Vinny for another dog scheduled for euthanasia, injected a lethal dose into Wright's pit bull. The shelter discovered by the time Wright was able to see Vinny for the last time, his body, pulled from a deep freezer, was ice cold. MHS Executive Director Stephen Tears on Wednesday acknowledged the mistake, calling it a devastating incident for a team that has to make difficult decisions about animal euthanasia regularly. Wright said Tears had been cooperative and helpful in trying to find answers for them amid the confusion, but she doesn't understand why her dog of 4 years was put down so quickly Monday. The Humane Society officer must have known it was her dog, Wright said, because she left a notice on her door. Everything. Tears said the MHS team is currently re-evaluating their system, which classifies dogs they take in after a veterinary exam. The city required there were. Tears said the decision to euthanize is a cumulative one, which requires multiple signatures from different employees. Dogs are then After receiving the heartbreaking news of Vinny's death, Wright took to social media, updating several of her original posts about the missing dog. Several Facebook did. This article originally appeared on Montgomery Advertiser.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.